Today is TED Global Women's Day. The E stands for education. I think it stands for an epiphany, which is what I'm going to share with you today. Because what I'd really like to do is to give you all a shout out with a call to arms and legs. Because we're going to learn today how to woman up about our bodies. No more potty mouth when it comes to our bodies. You've done that? Of course you have. This is what I'd like you to do right now. First, I don't sing. If I didn't like you, you'd have to listen to that. What I do is I dance. Now, so are you. First, we're going to do potty mouth exercise. Turn to the woman next to you and say what you normally like to say when you're feeling derogatory about yourself. Because don't give me that I never do that, because all the surveys show that 97 out of 100 women every single day have one little nasty moment to themselves. Turn around, just say that to the woman next to you. Go ahead, just say it. All right, you're done. Done. You will never do that again. Are you committing to that? You will never do that again. Because I just told you so. Now, instead, what I'd like you to do is look at someone else. Now tell them something positively marvelous about yourself. Start with, you know, I'm amazingly... Go ahead. Let it rip. Come on, you can do it. I like it. It's good. Good energy. I'm liking it. This is good. Stop. We're done. Now what I want you to do is think of that one particular anatomical part of your anatomy that you've really been mean to lately. Mean speak. Maybe it's all your life. I'll give you a little share. We at TED share. I'm 5'9". I was lucky enough to be born in California where everybody's tall, so I didn't have to feel rotten about that. The men were still short, but we didn't care. We were too busy playing volleyball. We had to wait for the testosterone to kick in so we could finally go out with them. So the height thing was cool. Right? I was born with absolutely no ass. I look at J-Lo and I go, So, pants don't fit very well. They're always falling down on me. But I was born with these incredible legs. Now, when I was growing up, I couldn't get in any boots. I have 16.5-inch calves. And I used to think, how come I can't have stick legs? And I started saying rotten things about my calves. What's wrong with you? I didn't know. And the same thing happened with these incredible thighs. I'm actually a graduate of the San Francisco Ballet Academy. Yeah, man. I'll inflict you with more if you keep that up. So for the longest period of time, I couldn't figure out why I had these legs. I felt somewhat dissociated. I said everything else is looking pretty good in the neighborhood. All 5'9" of me. What's with the legs? How come I didn't have those little stick things? All my friends had. And then one day I became a triathlete. And then I figured out why I have these legs, honey. And that's right. I actually gave them names, and this is what I want you to start doing. I want you to name your parts. Thelma, Louise. Why? And honey, when I'm on that cycle, we kill hills. All those little stick people way back there. Oh yeah, absolutely. Ran Boston Marathon last year. Figured out where the rest of the body came from. Right? Caffney and Lacey. Those are my calves. And now they make boots that have that nice Gore-Tex thing in the back, you know, so it sort of stretches a little bit. Thank you, Jimmy Choo. And spend a small fortune, but I finally found them. There they are. Okay. So now I'm in love with my body as a totality, because I figured out this is cool stuff. It makes me happy. You don't have to do the triathlon to figure this out, thank God. But name that anatomical part. Right now, say to yourself, now what I want you to do is stand up. Everybody. Now shake that part. Now come on now. Come on now, feeling good? Who loves their arms? Now you love them, don't you? Come on, all the way through. How about your thighs? How about that? Oh, we're going to get to the muffin top. Sit down, let's talk muffin top. Well, in my books, I've given it a different name as you course through the perimenopause. It's called the menopot. But let's stick with muffin top too. As part of your enlightenment today, you're going to walk out of here just saying, I just love my body. You're going to make a commitment toward the end. You'll be changed. Because damn it, I'll change you. I have a way about me. It's not gentle. But it's worked for years. And you can't leave. God, I love this. All right. The life cycle of the muffin top. Now, I'm going to tell you about that one place that everyone talks about. I go around the world. I talk to women of all levels, everywhere, and it's always about this. There are many names for it. Muffin top will suffice. Now, men, you're not off either. When I was filming the National Body Challenge for the Discovery Channel one day, I discovered what your little anatomical part should be called. You stand up there on that scale, we're doing this one particular show and we're filming away, and you say, whoa, got a little off base there, didn't I? Yeah, all 75 pounds, but you're a little off base. And then I'm taking measurements. And I said, so, sir, what's your belt size? 36? Seriously? What's all that stuff on top of it? I looked in all my anatomy books, there's no name for it. So I decided to call it Bob. Belly over belt. The nice thing about writing books is you just make it up as you go along. So enlightening. It's part of that epipha. Me. Right? So we now have Bob. Let's get back to muffin top. What you probably don't know is that when you were a little girl, up until you became an adolescent, what should have happened is your body fat percentage actually equaled your age. That's correct. At one point in your life, you were 9% body fat. It's an amazing thing. And then, going from a little reed, you morphed into an adolescent. Oh my. Lumps and bumps everywhere. And there's a reason why all of this was taking place. It's called procreation, not torture. Procreation. This is just about the time we started doing potty math about our body. How can I keep, I want her legs, and I want her arms, and I want that, and I want that. And, how about looking at yourself? But no. You see, the problem is little girls today get 400 to 500 different media views per day of women who are size 0 to size 2. I was a size 0 as an embryo. I enjoyed it, actually. And there was that rude moment when I had to pop out. You know. I mean, seriously, 0 to 2. And this is reality? I say, woman up, and say, no. Absolutely no. I don't believe that. And it's a lie. What is it? It's a lie. It's a lie. I love that. So that was the first lie. We were all supposed to be like this, and there were supposed to be 3.5 feet between your thighs. Seriously? I could do it maybe this way. But like that? Wow, like drafts went through there. How do they do that? That's amazing. And then into your 20s, where you tortured yourself even further. I want to look like her. Oh, what do I have to look like to get that job? What am I doing to my body? Well, you over-exercise it or you don't exercise it. There doesn't seem to be anything in between. Right? Did you ever notice that? There's none of this moderation and exit. Really? No, you're either killing yourself or moving into the gym. Do you ever notice the whole gym thing with women? It's amazing. It's really wild. It says so much about our bodies and what we think of ourselves. So we play a game, don't we? See, men will walk into a gym like this. And they got the, the white shirt with the little, hairy belly hanging out, the bobs all over the place. And shoes don't match. I mean, what's the point anyway? And they're up on the elliptical, the treadmill, doing their thing. And, some six-pack walks by. And you walk up to the guy who's on the treadmill and you say, and this has been done, this is hardcore research. You say, wow, aren't you intimidated by this guy? And he'll say, what? I pay the same $100 a month he does. Didn't even get it. Didn't register. Ah, a woman enters the health club. Step 1. Now you look around. Am I the fattest woman here? If perchance there's another sad soul who has an extra 3 ounces on her, above you, you're cool. Go into the dressing room and then you put on this size XXXXL burqa. This thing. It's so big that a wind would take you to another state. What are you hiding? What? And then you get on that little treadmill just like the other guy, the dreadmill. The elliptical, whatever. And you're okay, you're focused. We can do this. We can do this. We can focus. And then something weird happens. A woman gets on next to you. And as opposed to men, where Godzilla could have gotten on the next thing, because they're focused, they're like this, they're right in there, they got that laser thing going. A woman will say, oh. And then she'll start doing the woman scan. Thinner, taller, blonder. What? She's going faster too. And then one of those strange women who lives in gyms with a little ponytail nasty thing. She's got a thong on and the whole thing, and she walks by. And then all of a sudden you start sweating. You feel anxious. You say, oh my God, she's going faster, she looks better. This one, oh my God, there's another one. I'm surrounded. And the little toothy thing that just went by. I want to smack her. So instead I get all stressed out and I go home and I eat. Now see, I never said a word, did I? Eat indeed, because stressed, spelled backwards, is desserts. That wouldn't take you about a minute. Now, come on. No more with this body. All right, so here we go. Then we're moving right along, right into the 40s and 50s, and weird things happen. Strange science. I'm a physician. I listen to this all day long. And a woman walks up to me and she says, "My God, all my life, I've prided myself on being an hourglass. Now I'm a shot glass. What happened?" And then there's the shame, blame, guilt, and if you're a good, red-blooded American woman, damn it, you're going to go out there and you're going to starve yourself to death. Do 9,000 crunches, make it go away. Beat on it, kickbox it, do anything you can. And still it grows. I have an answer for you. Stop beating on it. How about a little compassion? How about a little, well, I'm going through my 40s, 50s, my sex hormones are beginning to plummet. Because of that, I have some shape-shifting going on. That's completely, absolutely normal. That senior Olympians have a little extra something here, not 50 pounds, but they have a little extra something here. Operative words, little extra something here. That's completely, absolutely normal. Never stop them from winning a gold at the Senior Olympics at the age of 70. That their bodies work beautifully, that they're happy, that they can assume the vertical without a lot of assistance. And this should be exactly where you should be. Your goals in life, after all, are to remain alert and always assume the vertical. So there you have it. So no more potty mouth. Instead, what you do is you have body pride, honey. Body pride. You woman up, because when you listen to what's out there, when they tell you to look a different way, when you know you're trying the best you can to be healthy, whole foods, getting in a little bit of crowbarring, a little bit of that physical activity into your life, trying desperately to a little bit through the day. I do sustained release a little here, a little there. Somehow I can never find that full time. Bag the magazines and the rest of them. Screw them all. What you need to do is love yourself precisely the way you are. Just the way Betty, my patient, said once, when I took them all on one of my great little Peak Week retreats, up to the top of a mountain in Aspen, and there she was, breast cancer survivor, just turned 60. She got to the top of the entire mountain. And she looked around, she said, "You know something? Hot damn, 14,000 feet. This is absolutely amazing. And you know something, Dr. Peeke? The last thing on my mind is that, God, I wish my thighs were smaller." Are you all ready to woman up?
Yes.
Okay, so the next time someone comes up and says, "I want you to look different, I want you to be different," you're going to say, "It's a lie. It's a lie." And you're going to woman up. Thank you. Amazing.